My name is Troy Kessler. I'm a sergeant with the Colorado State Patrol, patrolling out of the Golden Troop office. I started my career with the Colorado State Patrol in 2014, so I'm going on a little over 10 years now. The favorite part of my job is honestly conversing and interacting with people on a daily basis, whether it be my team members or people out on the roadway. So the Colorado State Patrol works with the I-70 Floyd Hill Project team. There's numerous stakeholders within this project, and ultimately the goal is, yeah, we have a job to do out here and get this project done, and hopefully on time. But ultimately we want to ensure that the crews that are working out here to make these nice roads are safe. On top of that, we want the people driving by to be safe. And if an incident does occur, we would like to clean up that incident as quickly and as efficiently and safely as possible. So we meet on a quarterly basis to discuss what we can do to ensure this happens. On top of that, we have things like chain checkpoints in the winter to ensure that commercial motor vehicles are traveling through this area with chains, especially when they're required. We also will enforce the construction zone laws, and we will do speed operations if possible. The Floyd Hill quarterly meetings have numerous stakeholders, some of which are law enforcement, county law enforcement, Colorado Department of Transportation, of course the Colorado State Patrol, as well as the construction crews that are out here working on the project. We're talking about what has happened the last few months, things that they've seen, things that we probably need to change to ensure everybody stays safe. We're talking about things that are going to happen in the upcoming months or upcoming weeks, things that we need to plan for, responses by law enforcement or by traffic incident management teams. Coordinating emergency response in the work zone is of utmost importance. With the construction going on, the shoulders, there's a lot of it that is closed. And typically that is an access route for law enforcement or other first responders to get to crash scenes. So we have to partner with the crews here to ensure we know what shoulders we can utilize. We also have other law enforcement agencies up here that can respond before Colorado State Patrol might get on scene. We also work with CDOT, who has courtesy patrol vehicles out and traffic incident management teams that are out here. And they pretty much stage close by. So when an incident happens, they can get there quickly and hopefully get everything moved. They have tow trucks that, assuming we can get everything moved safely, they'll move it off the road quickly to get traffic flowing again. But it really takes a collaboration and partnerships with all these agencies because we all can't be there at the same time. And by relying on each other and the strengths of each team, we can make sure that everybody is safe as well as ensure that traffic continues on. Enforcement of a work zone is crucial, and it's really important for the crews that are working, and not to mention the people that are traveling through. But these reduced speeds through work zones is there for a reason. The crews are on foot. They're paying attention to other tasks. They don't have their attention on traffic that is passing by. And so that reduced speed sign is important so that you can ensure that you see the crews that are on the roadway. And it gives you time to react if you need to some unforeseen circumstance. And enforcing these laws is important. But it's also a little bit difficult at times too within the construction zone, just due to the lack of place to pull people over. But that doesn't mean that we are not out there, that we are not going to follow people and go through the work zone ourselves and ensure that people are driving safe and then making that contact with a motorist before or after the work site. Speeding in work zones carries heftier fines. Speed limits are cut down and reduced for the safety of those working on the road, and we can double those fines. So just as an example, a typical fine for speeding 10 to 19 miles per hour over the speed limit would carry a fine of $175. So double that, and that would be your fine. And this doesn't only apply to speeding violations. This applies to most moving violations. And it's there for a purpose. The risk is heightened for all the workers out here doing the work for you. Colorado will become a hands-free state. And simply put, that means you cannot have a cell phone in your hand while you drive. You can't be texting. You can't be talking on your cell phone. You can't be looking at a map. It literally needs to be out of your hand. And if we see any kind of traffic violation with that in your hand, you can be pulled over, because Colorado is now a hands-free state. So to sum this up, I mean, work zones, they're a pain sometimes for the motorists, right? Because there's lane closures, or there's lane shifts, or reduced speeds, and we all have someplace to go. And that's frustrating, sure. But there are people here that have families, they want to go home, and they're out here to do a job so that you can enjoy the road and that you can enjoy a smooth ride and a safe ride to work. Leave a little earlier so that you can drive not rushed, not stressed, not distracted. Get to where you're going safely and get them home safe. Thank you.